Let's get started. All right, so have a nice comfortable seat. Untuck the meat of your bum and put your right foot in front of your left foot. Make about yay much between your legs and your giggly bits. And let's inhale, lengthen our torso. And exhale. And let's take another deep breath in. And exhale. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Nice. And let's inhale, lengthen our torso. If somehow our shoulders curled in, check out your torso, roll those shoulders back and down. And exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat. You're going to feel the outside right hip. And take a deep breath here. Nice gentle stretch into that right outside hip. And if you want, you can connect to your Ujjayi breath, sealing your lips on your exhale. We're not even going to do cat and cow today. Can you believe it? Let's inhale, walk our hands to our body, switch our feet, so left foot in front of the right. And then exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat. And take your deep breath in. Exhale, open mouth or Ujjayi. And as we're seated here, just pausing, set your intention for your practice today so that maybe you can set a goal or you've created a mantra for yourself today. Let's walk our hands back to our bodies. Switch our right in front of our left. We're doing that once again. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat. Maybe you're able to come a little bit deeper into that right outside hip. Just pause. Check your shoulders. Where are they at? Are they up here, up close to your ears? If they are, then roll those down. Open the heart so that it's gazing forward. And then your gaze is going to be slightly up and forward as well too, so that we can keep those shoulders back. And then walk your hands back to your body. Switch your legs left in front of your right. Inhale. And exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat. And then check in. Which side feels tighter? Which side feels just so good? For me, it's both hips feel really good. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. Walk your hands back to your body. We're going to switch back. Switch back. Left, right. Right in front of your left. Inhale, lengthen your torso. With your right hand, you're going to press gently onto your right knee. Left hand is going to kind of come behind you, shoulders back, and then try to press this knee all the way down to the mat. Make sure your chest is open and that you're not crunched up in this and you're curling over. So we want to open ourselves up. As we gently press, I'm actually pressing kind of hard on my knee, and opening up this inside hip and then also getting to the outside as well too. So if you want to even massage yourself, maybe just pressing gently all the way up and down the inside of your quad, which is really nice to do when you're trying to do some flexibility. So self-massage. Right? So we're just nice and easy, pressing onto that hip, giving ourselves some self-massage, and then go ahead and release. Release your hands, switch sides, left in front of the right. Right hand is going to come slightly behind us. Make sure to have your palm, if that's too hard on the wrist, then make a fist. And then gently press onto that left knee. And then when you're ready, you can give yourself a nice little massage. So this is actually what we do in Thai massage. We gently press onto the muscle, release, and then very meditative type of a massage. And it's really, really good for the muscles to compress and release, compress, release. Then you're encouraging in circulation. So if I ever get a chance to massage you, this is kind of how I do my massage in Thai massage. Gently press, gently press. Nice gentle press. And then go ahead and release. Let's do that one more time. Switching our legs. Shake them out if you need to. And left hand comes right behind us. Gently press. Now, how does that right hip feel? Does it feel different? Does it feel easier? And then go ahead and start giving yourself your massage. If you can use the heel of your hand here and gently press. So I like to 1, 2, 3, let go. 1, 2, 3, let go. 1, 2, 3, let go. So nice, easy massage. Let's do maybe one more pass up and down the leg. Didn't know you could massage yourself, huh? And go ahead and release. Let's go back to that left hip there. Get yourself comfortable. If you need to remove the meat of your bum, again, go ahead and make those adjustments. Right hand slightly behind you, and then using the heel of your palm, just nice and easy. Make sure that your shoulders aren't coming up to your ears. Sometimes that happens with me, so I just check those shoulders, make sure they're down. And then, nice and easy, give yourself a massage. And you can play with this. You can get, to the very edge of your quad, which kind of gets both your adductors and your quad muscles, which is kind of nice. And then you can kind of turn your muscles to do almost like a cross friction compression. Ooh. I know, I'm a massage nerd. Massage and anatomy nerd. I love anatomy, if you haven't noticed. All right, let's do one more pass. Nice. And then go ahead and release. Let's bring our feet pads to the mat and windshield wipers. Gotta love those windshield wipers. And side to side, just kind of lubricating up our hip joints here. And coming back to center. Bring our right foot out, left foot to the inside of our leg. So your right leg is going to be right out in front of you. Inhale, lengthen your torso, and then exhale. Try to fold your torso over this leg so that you can reach your toes, ankles, shin. And if you want, you can use both hands, but you can just worry about one hand just so that you can get to your toes as much as possible. So if you're just right here and you're curled up, try to uncurl your spine so that your spine is nice and straight. I don't know how to say that. Holding on to the toes, having your kitty smell your feet. And try to tug on those toes, bringing your body closer to the torso, and then release. We're gonna shake off that leg and then come back to those toes again. Maybe you're able to come a little bit deeper. For me, I was kind of just here at my toes, and now I'm able to get past the ball of my foot. So it's all about testing it out, right? Second time's a charm. And then go ahead and release. Let's bring this leg slightly wider so that it's not in front of your body. Make sure that this foot is right in your inner thigh, and then slowly reach for the inside of your right foot. Stack your shoulders so that you give yourself a little bit of a twist. You're going to feel this tug right here on the low body. Shoulders back and down. And then this arm, you can go wherever you want. If you want to just put your hand right here and just focus on your low back and your leg, then do that. If you want to bring this hand behind you, you can give yourself a little bit of a shoulder stretch. So deep breath in and exhale. Nice. Go ahead and release. Bring both feet out in front. Generous bend in your knees first. Lengthen. Lead with your heart. Reach for your toes. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's your spine. It's getting in alignment. Deep breath in. And exhale. Go ahead and straighten out your feet or legs. Inhale, lengthen, lead with your heart. Reach for your toes, ankles, shins. It looks like today I'm able to reach my toes right away. It's awesome. Nice. Deep breath in and exhale. Bring this right foot and bring it to the inside of your leg. Make sure that your torso is facing this left leg. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, reach for those toes. See where you're at on that left foot. Toes, ankles, shin. If you're just at your shin, no worries. If you have maybe even a strap next to you, or a blanket, or a scarf, you can just wrap that around your foot. Otherwise, just pause. Deep breath in. And exhale. Nice. Go ahead and release. Shake it out. Inhale. And exhale. Reach for those toes again. This time I'm able to reach way beyond the heel of the ball of my foot, which is awesome. Usually in this pose, I'm just at the ball of my foot or at my toes. So today it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong today. Yeah, it's one of those days. The cheese ball jokes are coming out. Deep breath in. Exhale. And let's go ahead and release. Bring that foot wider. Tuck that right foot into your adductors. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, reach for the inside of your foot. Stack your shoulders. This is good right here. Just put your hand right here on your right hip or wherever it needs to go. It's like just wants to fly around, then just let it fly around. Otherwise, you can bring it behind your back. Whatever feels good to you. Good. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Release that foot. Feet come out to the center. Maybe untuck the meat of your bum just to get yourself situated before we bloop, 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 bloop. Inhale, lengthen, generous bend in your knees. Lead with your heart. Reach for your toes. And pull your shoulders back, draw your belly in so that it feels like your spine is just going back to normal or nice and straight, if that feels really good. Deep breath in and release. Straighten out your legs, little micro bend in those knees. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale. Let's see where you're at. Are you able to get to your toes? Are you able to get to your ankles or your shins? For me today, I'm at the ball of my foot. Yeah. I've been a little bit of a struggle, but with seated forward fold lately, and now I got it. It's great. On every exhale, maybe gently pull yourself forward, making sure that those shoulders aren't curling in and that your spine is not curled in and that you've got it nice and straight with your gaze forward, your heart is shining forward. And just try to get your body nice and relaxed in this. Still drawing that belly in. I know that's not going to be totally relaxed, but it's going to help with taking any pressure off of low back, maybe some pressure off of your hamstrings. And let's go ahead and release. Bring your feet pads to the mat, and let's just windshield wiper it again. All right, we're gonna come back to that forward fold and kind of do a progression. So let's start with our right foot. So left foot is gonna come right out in front, and with your left hand to the outside of your right foot, we're just gonna grab that. See how our shoulders go. If they want to open up, try to get them to be square with the top of your mat. And then slowly walk this foot to meet your left foot so that you're doing kind of like a twisted seated forward fold. So let the muscles settle up right here. Hold on to that outside of that right foot. Deep breath in and exhale. Straighten that leg as much as you're gonna be able to. If you need to, give yourself a little twist because this is new to you, then that's okay. Go ahead and do a twist. Otherwise, you're gonna feel this all the way down through your calves and through your hamstring. If you need to move and adjust your fingers to just be on the top, then that's okay too. Or if you need to come to the inside to kind of release yourself, then do what's gonna help you feel like it's somewhat comfortable. Deep breath in and exhale. Release. Sounds a little intense, right? Really easy, but not. Shake it out. Maybe tap those legs on the mat, which is called tapotement in massage, which is tapping it. And inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold forward. Shoulders back and down. Make your space noises. That's a comet. And go ahead and come back to center. Let's bring your left foot pad to the mat. Right hand is going to reach for the outside of that right foot. Pause here. Open up that heart. Make sure that you feel the sit bone in your bum. And deep breath in. Exhale. Walk that foot halfway down. Make your adjustments, whatever you need. Deep breath in. And exhale. Bring it out as straight as you can. If you need a twist, give yourself a little twist, and that's actually really nice because it gets into your low back as well too. Otherwise, you can adjust your hand. If it's not on the outside, then walk your hands to the top or walk your fingers over to the inside of that foot. So you're still gonna get that sensation underneath the outside or vastus lateralis. Yeah. And vastus lateralis is one of your hamstring heads that connects to your IT band. It sits kind of almost right up against it. So it's a delicious discomfort type of a stretch. And take a deep breath in here. Exhale. Nice. And let's go ahead and release. Knees generous bend, lengthen, and exhale. Bloop, 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 bloop. Reset. And then go ahead and come back to your seated forward fold, micro bend. Inhale. Remove the meat of your bum. Just kind of spread the cheeks. I don't know how to say that nicely. Inhale and exhale, reach for your toes. Nice. So if you're at your ankles or shins, that's okay. If you're able to even grab your calf, we're going to hold on to this right foot here. Left foot is going to stay straight. But this time we're going to raise this right leg up into the air. So you're going to feel this all the way up into the calves. If this isn't in your practice, then you can use both arms, and just hold this leg up. Make sure that those shoulders are back and not curled over. Otherwise, if you can do the one hand, awesome. I'll give you an option to even increase it a little bit more by giving yourself a nice little twist. Get into the low back. Left hand reaches to the back of the room. So whichever you want to try, just try it out. If you're not able to get it, it's all good. It's all good. At least you tried. And trying is half the battle. And let's go ahead and slowly let that foot down. Shake it out. Maybe even tap yourself on the legs. Nice little soft fist, or just to say, I'm sorry. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach your left hand to the top of your foot, or both hands, whatever feels good. And exhale, raise that left foot up high to the sky, or halfway high to the sky. Shoulders back and down, feeling that stretch all the way up. I even feel it right here, like into these little muscles, or actually mostly, a lot of them are little tendons mostly. So it's your Achilles and a bunch of other little tiny sliver type things. Deep breath in. And exhale, nice and slow. If you've twisted yourself with your right hand back, make sure you come forward again. And then slowly, oh yeah, put that down. Whew. Let's shake that out. And stop. Go ahead and bring your feet together. Let's bring our feet pads to touch. Grab onto your feet. Lengthen your torso. And exhale, just pull forward. We're just going to get into these inner thighs really, really fast. We're going to do another little progression into a half lotus forward fold. But we're going to do some prep work before we do that. All right, so for half lotus forward fold, we're bringing our foot all the way into our groin here, but I want to kind of get these ankles a little warmed up before we kind of stretch it out. So just circle your wrists, your ankles or your feet around in a circle, just so that we can get those little guys warmed up before they go into this ankle stretch. Circle, circle, circle. Go the opposite way. Nice. Let's inhale, lengthen, and exhale, reach for our toes. Really quick, 2 breaths or 3 breaths here. All right. Bring our right foot up. We're going to cradle this right foot. Treat it like it's a baby. It's okay, leg. It's okay. That's how you talk to babies, I guess. I don't know. That's how I talk to my cat. So we're cradling, cradling, cradling. And before we do the actual half lotus forward fold, I just want you to get the sensation of how far you're able to get this foot up into the crease of your left leg there. So cradle, 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 rock it really good, side to side. This is a pretty deep stretch here, or it can be deep depending on how far you want to go. So if it's not in your practice, then just bring it to the inside of your of your left leg, and it's on the mat, nice and stable. Totally okay. And then you can reach both hands to your left foot. Otherwise, let's bring our right foot over close to your knee first. So figure 4, pretty much. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, reach for your left toes. You can kind of hold this foot in place if you need to. And if that's good right there, then just stay right here. All good. Taking your breathing. And go ahead and release your toes. You're going to hold on to this foot and say, it's okay, you can do this. Yeah, I know that was bad. And try to bring it up all the way up into your hip crease. If you've got a block or a blanket close by, then you have all this room between the mat and your leg. Just put something under there so you feel a little stable. And you're showing your foot pad to you, looking at how dirty or how dry it is. And then just pause here for just a moment. If you're not right here, it's all good. This can be a goal of getting this foot all the way up in here. Eventually, we'll do full lotus. That'll be next program though. Let's inhale, lengthen your torso. And then we can just do one hand. Left hand reaches for your left toes. Reach for those left toes. Shoulders back and down. Feels really good, right? And then slowly remove any blocks so that the gravity takes that knee down, or if it's in your flexibility today, gently press onto this knee. If you press onto your right knee, it's going to get more into that ankle. So be very, very, very mindful when doing this. Making sure that your shoulders are back and down. If you're able to even square your shoulders, awesome. If they kind of open up, that's okay. We're just focusing on this bottom portion right here. And deep breath in. Exhale. Nice. Go ahead and release. Let's bring this foot back down to the mat. Windshield wiper, side to side. Generous bend in your knees. And then reach for your toes. Bloop, 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 bloop. Get that spine nice and straight. Reset. And then coming right into your forward fold. Untuck the meat of your bum. Inhale. And then exhale. Fold forward. Both legs out in front. Deep breath in. Go ahead and release, but bring this left foot in. Bring it to the inside of your thigh first. See where you're at. Reach for your right toes. And if that feels like you're like, I'm gonna try this, let's go for this, then left foot comes over your right, just above your right knee or at the bottom of your quad. Just make sure it's not on your kneecap. Flex that top foot. I'm gonna hold on to mine. I'm gonna gently press onto my knee with my arm. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, fold forward. If you want, reach your right hand to your right toes. Whatever feels good. Trying to get into this right hip, so you can kind of play with it. So you can see I'm playing with mine, right? So I'm holding on to my foot, my forearm is flush with my shin, and I'm pulling myself forward so that I can get this left outside hip ready to come into my groin. Deep breath in, and exhale. All right, grab this left foot, bring it all the way up into that groin. Show yourself how dirty or dry your left foot is. Put any blocks underneath. Test that out. Does it feel good? Does it feel hard? For me, this side on my ankle actually feels a lot easier. Inhale, lengthen, and then reach for your toes. Open up that shoulder. If you need to, if that's in your practice, or square your shoulders. If you're squaring your shoulders to the top of your mat, then just make sure that they are obviously away from your ears. And then slowly remove any blocks to get this knee a little bit deeper so they can get into that outside hip. So you're getting kind of like a double whammy in this. So we're getting into the hamstring, we're getting into that left outside hip. breathe. Nice long breaths. Nice, and go ahead and release that foot. Peel that left foot off of your right leg. Say, I'm sorry, and then let it go. Generous bend in your knees. Inhale, lengthen, and then reach for your toes. Reset. And then exhale. Bring your legs out straight. And of course, inhale, lengthen. Lead with your heart. Reach for your toes. Nice. Let's go ahead and come back to center. Bring your feet pads to touch. Bound angle. We're going to do a little massage on this one as well too. So we're getting to the inside of our thighs. Hold on to your feet. Inhale. Really try to open this heart. Lengthen your torso. And if that's good right there, just stay right there. On your exhale, you're going to gently pull yourself forward so that you're a little closer to your feet. Try to keep that bum on the mat. If you want, you can also sit on a block if that's where you want to go. Otherwise, let's just pause here for, let's say, 3 breaths. Nice and long though. Really long breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe a little gentle pull into your feet and then release. Oh, yeah. Let's bring our feet pads to the mat. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Stuff. Let's come back to our bound angle. Hold on to your ankles this time. You're going to bring your elbows wide and press them into your knee pits, or like on the outside at the top of your leg. Inhale, make sure that you're lengthening, and then exhale. Pull yourself forward as you compress your your elbows into your knees. And then we're going to release. Shift our elbows to come to the inside in the middle of your leg. Inhale. And exhale, compress and pull and release. And then bring them a little bit closer to the groin area. Inhale and exhale. Just pull yourself forward. It's a little hard to compress. Go ahead and come on up. And then we're going to repeat that. So it's kind of like a butterfly, but without moving your legs. So I personally am not a fan of moving your legs up and down. I like to compress and give myself a little bit of a massage. Now, if the elbow is too pointy for you, that's okay. Just pull yourself forward, coming back and forth. So we're kind of coaxing our hips, saying, yes, you're flexible. Giving yourself some massage. And you can make your movements as slow. Don't go aggro, but you can make them. You can see that I'm just doing a short breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, release. Same thing. So sometimes coming in and out of a stretch is a little bit easier on the muscles, just so that they kind of get a little warm also. So if you wanted to do this right before a workout, I would highly suggest to maybe include this in a little warm-up routine. And then go ahead and release. Hands come underneath your knees, bring them together. Windshield wiper, side to side. Feel nice and warm, right? All right, feet pads come to touch again, but this time we're gonna bring our feet pads a little bit further out. So maybe about 2 hands from your feet to your giggly bits. Hold on to your ankles, inhale. And then exhale, reach for your feet, making sure that you're not rolling forward and that you're shining your heart forward. Gaze is slightly up and forward at the same time. So where you feel this stretch, it's going to be kind of like on the outside of your hip here. So, or actually your hamstring, sorry. So we're getting into that. We're going to go a little deeper into this pose in just a bit, but I want you to feel that sensation, that difference that you feel from here to right here, right? So pull yourself forward. Keeping that bum on the mat, not curling your spine, your shoulders are back, and release. If you need to windshield wiper, go ahead and windshield wiper. I'm going to do a little weird butterfly thing using my hands. I'm not using my legs, I'm using my hands to bring them up and down. And then feet pads again, check your distance, 2 hands. This time we are gonna curl our spine. I know, curl them, don't curl them, curl them, don't curl them. Because this time, curling our spine and then reaching right underneath, clasp our hands, touch the top of our feet with our hands, and then try to reach your head down or release your head, but don't force your chin to your chest. You're just letting it dangle. So this will give you a good, somewhat of a full body sensation here. So you're going to feel this on your back. Feels really, really good on the back. We've been doing so much hip work. I wanted to kind of add in a little bit of full body sensations so that you can be like, okay, it's not just about hips. Which it is. Snip, snap, snip, snap. What's that from? Snip, snap, snip, snap. So you're just chilling out here like a little turtle. You can poke out your head and then let it go if you wanted to. And go ahead and release your turtle. Bring your hands underneath your knees and you're using your hands. Your legs are nice and lazy. Bringing your knees up and down. Nice. And release. Let's windshield wiper our knees side to side. Nice. So we're going to get into some internal and external rotation. This could be considered internal, external rotation on your legs. But we're going to do what's called 90-90. So you're in your deer pose legs. So at a 90-degree angle with your front foot, 90-degree angle at your back foot. And then we're going to rotate our legs from side to side. So be patient with yourself if you don't have it. If you need to hold yourself up, hold yourself up. So using your hands just on your fingertips. So let's inhale and exhale. So you have this 90 degree in your front leg, 90 degree in your back leg. Nice and easy. We're going to bring these legs up. You can use your hands, you're on your foot pads, and then we're on the 90 degree to the opposite direction, right? So flexing both feet, and you have your front foot, back foot, 90 degree. So it's like you're going to deer pose, flatten your feet, not knees up, and then switch sides. So we're going to do a couple of those side to side, and let's get it going. So deep breath in and exhale. Nice. Let's inhale, feet pads to the mat. Exhale to the opposite side. Right leg should be in front, left leg in back. 90-degree angles. Inhale, bring your feet pads to touch, and then 90 degrees. And then eventually, what you'll be able to do is get your bum off the mat, but we're not going to do that in this session. So we're just going to focus, bring your feet pads to touch, and to the opposite side. So let's do that a little bit faster. Inhale, feet pads. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, feet pads. Right, go to the opposite side. Nice. Inhale, feet pads, and then make it one nice long motion, just switching sides. If you want to add in a little bit of a twist, you can add a little bit of twist, but if you're going to twist, make sure that you're doing it mindfully and thoughtfully. So switching sides, really good for internal, external rotation. So internal rotation is your back leg, external rotation is that front leg. And then we're just switching sides to be able to get that sensation into those hips. So mobility, love mobility, it's fun. And let's do a couple more rounds, going side to side. And last one. Nice. Come back to your legs. Bring them out in front of you. Untuck the meat of your bum. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach for your toes. How far are you able to get onto your foot? Are you able to get a little bit further? If you're here on your shins, are you able to get to your ankles? That is a success. So even if it's just a centimeter, it's a success. Deep breath in, open mouth, exhale. Nice. Let's get into the front side of these hips. So it's coming back to our deer, or actually I'm going to call this L pose. So left foot comes out straight, right foot comes out 90 degrees. So we're in a internal rotation, right? Remember that? Internal rotation here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's do our lean back. So you should feel it right here into your groin, and it can come all the way here. Flex this back foot so it takes pressure off of your knee. Shoulders back and down. This is like a stretch you used to do back in like junior high school, before they forced us to run a mile. I hated that. Let's inhale, come back up to center, and let's give ourselves a little twist. Keep that leg back there though. So right hand is going to come over that left foot, and you're in a little bit of a twist. Make any adjustments. If you need to have a block underneath this right hand, then go ahead and just make sure that you feel nice and stable. So you get into your low back, into that right groin there, flexing both feet. And go ahead and untwist. Bring that right foot forward, left foot comes back. Make a nice little L shape, flex that back foot, and inhale, and exhale, lean back. And if you don't feel a stretch when you lean back, then maybe this leg isn't back far enough. So check that out. If it's right up here and you're like, I don't feel anything, then make some adjustments so that you do feel some sort of stretch. And if anything you do, if you're like, I still don't feel it, then that's okay. Maybe sometimes there's some stretches that are like, you just don't feel anything, and that just might mean that it doesn't need it. Or you're just flexible in that part, which is good. Yay. Let's inhale, come back up to center. Left hand is going to cross over that right leg, and give yourself a nice little twist. Breathe into that twist as much as you can. Check that back foot. Is it flexed? Make sure it is flexed. Whenever our foot is flexed and we're in a weird position, that takes pressure off of your knee. go ahead, untwist, and then nice and easy, bring that left foot in front. Reset. Bring your knees into a generous bend. Inhale and reach for your toes. Lengthen that torso. And release. Let's do our minute medi. So have a nice comfortable seat. Bring your legs however they need to be. Nice comfortable seat. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale, release. Close your eyes. And feel the vibrations that you've created in your practice today. And ask yourself if you met your intention for your practice. Acknowledge yourself, honor yourself, and give yourself gratitude for showing up today. Inhale all of those positive thoughts, and exhale any negative thoughts. For your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for coming to class today. I am so proud of you. The light, the teacher, the student in me honors the light, the teacher, the student in you. Namaste.